Hello, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining me. It is outstanding to have you. My name is Chris, otherwise known as Wolfie. We are live once again with massively overpowered OPTV, and it is back to Guild Wars 2, or a little bit at least. Now, first off, no, your eyes do not deceive you. I have not gotten rid of my Norn. I am just using this test cat. Test cat here is part of that little open beta thing that they're doing for the next expansion's weapon master training thing that they've got going on. So actually I think I'll start off with this just for a little bit. Now I have played around with this a very short amount of time. And I have to say I'm kind of curious. So for those who haven't been following along, a little while ago, pretty recently actually, Guild Wars 2 announced its Secrets of the Obscure expansion. I'm on the Human Mesmer. Hey, awesome. Good stuff. Hello all, Char Life. Embrace it. Yo, Tannic, I am all about the Char Life, assuredly. But I started with a Norn and in the regular game and just, there isn't any, like, race change possible, right? So I kind of have to stick with that. But Char are always going to be my first love. 100%. So anyway, Secrets of the Obscure. That was announced, or confirmed, I guess. It was leaked ahead of time. At least the name was. And it's got a lot of features that are coming to it that make almost no difference to me whatsoever, frankly. But one of them that kind of piqued my curiosity was the Weapon Master training, which effectively lets classes access the weapons that would otherwise be locked behind the elite specialization. So in the case of the Elementalist, for example, the Elementalist could use a sword without having to go through the Weaver elite specialization, or they could use a hammer without having to go through the Catalyst specialization. Kind of opens up a couple of interesting thoughts, and so I got curious and decided to just throw together a test cat here and see what feels different between the Weaver sword user and just the regular sword user. And then I got playing with the hammer, and I kind of have to say, I kind of think the hammer is interesting. So one of these weird things, and I don't know if this is like a Catalyst specific thing, but you can switch between elements, summon up a couple of these elemental things, and then you can use them to throw them out. So there is some stance dancing in the game, or in this with using this weapon, but it's not nearly as hard incorporated as it is with the Weaver, right? And there's also a little bit of setup. I am fighting very easy enemies. This is not I'm not really testing myself by any stretch of the imagination. But it is a fascinating... And I don't know, just something about it, it kind of has my curiosity, I'm gonna be honest. Very curious. Related to this beta, I'm still amazed ANA can run a beta side by side on your live account. Other MMO server structures seem stuck in the early 2000s. Seriously, yeah, that's a fascinating, that's really interesting. I hadn't actually considered that. So yeah, I don't know,
Wait, a family?
So my character, it's primarily a Weaver sword dagger build. And my secondary weapon is a staff for when I run into those moments where I'm open world and, doing things with others, because I get to hang back in the back line and put down giant effects and pools of hurt and things like that. But I don't know, I might swap over to the hammer, or I might try to check out the Catalyst itself. I don't know, it's weird. It's very weird. And I do have some Catalyst skills. So it kind of automatically defaulted me to a Catalyst Elite spec. So there's this whole Jade Sphere thing. And I don't know, it's very curious. But like I said, it doesn't feel like I have to swap. I don't have to swap attunements nearly as frequently. Like, for example, I feel like I could focus on like being one aspect and like kind of feel like I'm not missing out. Maybe I don't know. It definitely has kind of like opened my eyes a little bit. I still haven't gotten a grasp of this game's buildcraft, I don't think. Or I thought I did, but now I'm not so sure. And now I've got this new option that's possibly gonna come available to me that like... It's weird, like this weapon is like close range, but not, especially the fire. Like, the fire attunement has like some minor range to it. It's so weird. Bless you. It's so weird. I don't know, man. I kind of like want to, and maybe I want to wait until later because later on in the expansion's life cycle, the Elementalist will get to use a pistol, which is interesting, like, honestly. Oh, whoops. Excuse me. Oh, I used that when I was obstructed. Whoops. I don't know, man. It's such a fascinating thing, and I wonder how people who are like really deep into their characters and their builds and things like that, what this does, if anything, to their line of thinking. For me personally, this is kind of like intrigued me to maybe seeing what the Catalyst Elite spec is possibly like, but at the very least, it has me wondering if I want to use like a hammer as like a secondary weapon just at base. I don't know. It's super fascinating. Oops, let me go ahead. See, this is like kind of like like usually the water is like a healing thing, but then this is a little more aggressive. Actually, a lot more aggressive now that I think on it. And see, there's somebody who's like, wait, you can have, or is that like a catalyst specific thing where you can have all four of them? I feel like this opening up of the weapons outside of having elite specs will increase the antacid consumption of the balance team. Yeah, I suspect that's definitely going to be a knock-on effect without question. They just sort of, ow. Oh, I can have multiple of these. Okay. So what's the benefit of that then? I mean, just having like a really big effect. Oh, they also stack. That's right. So like, just having them engaged has like a latent effect. So I don't know. It's. So these effects stack, I guess, right? Is that what that's what I believe is happening here? But also they don't stay around very long. Yeah, see, that's kind of like stance dancing like a Weaver does a little bit, but the effect doesn't stay up for terribly long. I don't know. All right, how much, actually, hang on a second. How long do they stick around? So I'm like all like maximum buff. And it looks like, yeah, they've all come back. So I guess I could like, kind of like keep them up. So 1 and 2 and hello. Oh, there's a little bit of cooldown. All right. So I can't really spam them super hard, I guess. Did we ever find out who the leader of the bandits is? Good question. Can I just unleash a huge amount of damage? That's so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird. And I don't know if I have access to this simply because I'm set to Catalyst. Actually, hang on a second. Can I switch over to... I think it just automatically assumes that I'm... Yeah, it's set to a Catalyst build, right? I don't know. It's so weird. It's very interesting. It's very possible this might become, at the very least, a new secondary. But then again, I am kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit, or maybe I'm overthinking this, or I'm trying to overthink this, and I don't have any sort of indication as to what the meta is, or how this game's buildcraft works out. I don't know. The hammer is a way more interesting weapon for an elementalist than I expected it, genuinely. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna get back to character select. So the point of what I was doing wasn't just to like sort of sit here and ponder the orb about how the hammer works. Oh, hey, look at that Welsh Fox with a 23-month Tier 1 subscription and a 22-month long streak who admits, it is I, the leader of the bandits. How many more weapons does this unlock for base classes? Well, actually, hang on a second. Let's, I'll link you to the story that brought up the announcement, because it linked back to a bunch of different articles and rundowns. But let me see. There was the, oh wait, that's the, oh wait, hang on a second. That's for the beta itself. There it is. This is the one I wanted to link to. Here we go. Hammer Catalyst is currently pretty strong in the meta, if that's what you're wondering. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck to do with myself. But that's good to know, all things considered. So, yeah. So, Talks to Divinity's wish to request Welsh Fox to be added to the bandit leader bounties. Alright, so Guardians will get access to Axe, the Sword, and the Longbow. Revenant gets a shield and a great sword and the short bow. Warrior has dagger, pistol, and torch. Engineer gets a mace and a sword and a hammer. Ranger gets the dagger, hammer, and staff. Thief, scepter, rifle, and staff. Elementalist, sword, warhorn, and hammer. Mesmer gets an axe, dagger, and shield, and the Necromancer gets the pistol, torch, and the greatsword. So yeah, it opens up a lot of potential, and then later on, and that's at the expansion's launch. Later on, perhaps during the next quarterly release, each class gets an entirely new weapon on top. So Guardians will be able to use a pistol in each hand. So dual pistol Guardian. There's been a lot of excitement I've read about that actually. Revenant gets a scepter. Warrior gets a staff, Engineer gets a short bow, Ranger gets a mace. They can dual wield them, so you can like double the bonking sticks. Thief gets the axe. Elementalist gets a main hand pistol. I cast gun. I just like that. That amuses me. I'm very, very curious how that's gonna work out. Mesmer gets access to a rifle. That's super weird. And then Necromancers will be able to wield swords and main and offhand. So unfortunately, Warrior benefits the least because each of their weapons has a distinct role. Every other class is popping off. I'll definitely have to take your word for it. So yeah, it's a very interesting idea, and it kind of like brings up the whole. I kind of like the fact that you're not forced to follow an elite spec to get to an interesting weapon. Because frankly, that's why I chose the Weaver. I wanted to see what a mage with a sword was like. And I kind of appreciate how there's a lot of homework to this class, so to speak. Like, the stance dancing is actually kind of interesting to me. But I have to admit, things have gotten really hard, and I kind of bounced away from this game for a little while and got diverted by other games.
All these people are being cheated. We have to help. Lucia said I had to keep out of trouble. I know.
And like, so
You
like,
could help me gather evidence. I'm sure that would be okay.
so like, I kind of need to remember how to Weaver, right? I sort of forgot. And you know what? I guess doing an event sort of helps.
This'll prove they're swindlers.
I'm going to help this tiny little Cato. Okay, so I have to deal with swindlers in the first camp. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay, let me just see if I can remember how this works. Give me a second. I apologize for the soundness here.
I'm not so sure.
Stronger than stone.
Those goods do look like exotic.
I remember to smash and then this. Oh, that's different. Wait a minute. Hold on. Didn't this used to? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wasn't this? Did that change? That used to be like a whole. You stood there rooted and like unleashed a big old thing. What? All right. Let me get this bag of crafting materials. Sure, why not? All right. Okay. Hang on a minute.
As if you could stop me. I'd like to see you try.
Last patch 2 days ago changed it. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good to know, actually. So I remember that, and that is like a good combo, and then I use that in order to do this. Okay, so I think my main thing was like switching from earth to water to fire. Kind of like stopped or didn't use lightning very often. So I believe that's what I used to do. I'm gonna let me
Yeah, let's see him explain this.
I'm gonna keep on doing events. So I forget. Please do forgive me for like coming in here a little smooth-brained and confuzzled. I haven't played this in a while. I want to remember what it is about this whole thing that I'm into.
That's a laugh. You think you bring me down.
Okay. Alright, okay. I think I remember how this all works out. Yeah, I do remember it's kind of like being like earth, water, fire. That was kind of like the rotation that I focused on. When it came to, weaving.
All right, dear. Stick together and be back by moonrise.
Okay. I'm still doing an event here, right? I gotta find incriminating evidence.
Great idea. All right. First, we must toss the
Okay, I need to find more people to talk to, right? There we go. I had to take the evidence, that's right. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, let's see him explain this.
Okay.
warrior. Binyam is
Because then I beat this person up, but I didn't take the evidence. That's okay, there we go. I know how this works, I get it. Hello. That's right. Be scared.
Here comes a siege worm, and I'm on it. Lightning
This one doesn't have a whole lot of combat, or more, not as much combat as I was hoping.
Perfect. This'll prove they're swindlers.
I just kind of want to see what happens, though. I'm sort of curious what this little dude does.
Stop what you're doing. I need your attention. These people are liars. They're just here to take your money. Look, I have evidence.
Quiet, you stupid cub. You'll drive away business.
Is this true? Thieves! I want my money back.
Ha! They thought they could get away with it. Anvil all the way.
Prey on desperate people. Wait, where's everyone going? You'll miss my going out of business sale.
Liars and swindlers. At least there are still some honest folk left.
That was actually very amusing. I enjoyed that. I actually have more fun doing the open world stuff than doing the expansion stuff. But also, like, I had to appreciate that, like, I sort of need to do the story in order to unlock more of the jeez, where is it? These things. Hang on a second. Yeah, the masteries. There it is. That's on it. The masteries thing. The masteries, yes. So, like, I need to get to the Jackal next. That's like the last one I need to get to, right? And then I kind of want to move around and get the hero points so I can open up more of the Weaver tree. I'm also doing this out of order, so like the story stuff and the lack of context I am getting from the story stuff, you know, that's fine.
Defense, then offense.
Ooh. Ow. Okay, well, I mean, I still won, but ow. Alright, okay. I mean, this is all level 80 stuff, but it's maybe not as hard as it could be? I don't know. I needed to dodge that. I didn't do that correctly. There we go. Okay. Alright, okay. Some people are here for the story, some just want to set things on fire while throwing boulders. All valid playstyles. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. Alright, do I have my skimmer out right now? Yes, I do. There's the sand friend. Hold on a minute. Alright, here's a challenge, right? Oh, and I crashed. Okay. Well. Okay, well, alright, that happened. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Oh, geez, not the challenge you're expecting. No, definitely not. No, I was not expecting to have my computer challenged, apparently. And now watch. I'm gonna log in, and my character is gonna absolutely get their face rocked. Hey, there we go. Yep, there. Unfair, dude. Unfair. I am not adding that to the death counter. That does not count. I refuse to include deaths by a game crash. Absolutely not. No. Alright, okay, where? I was all the way up this way, okay. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, this was not what I wanted to do, but you know what? I'll take it.
Spirits should be impressed.
Okay. Alright. I hit the wrong attunement. I definitely hit the wrong attunement, but also that worked out okay, I guess? Gosh, it still feels like everybody else has cooler things than I do. Or like everybody's time to kill is much better than mine.
Defense, then offense.
I don't know. I'm slowly trying to work this out. Oh, was that close enough? No, it was not. Okay, I got this thing now, but I don't want it, so I'll drop that. Okay, I'm filling up this heart, so that's what I'm kind of wandering around in place for. Enemies that have been killed thousands of times have lobbied for compensation. You can now take revenge by crashing your game. I don't like that patch note. I'm going to have to write a very stern letter to ArenaNet over that. Okay. Alright. So that didn't really feel like a proper rotation, but I think I sort of recalled what button did what, right? So that seems like progress. Okay, well, I kind of won out simply by pure attrition, but I didn't hit my heal skill like I wanted to. So that wasn't great. Also, I'm still like focusing on my primary buttons,
but I'll feel better fighting.
but I need to like do better with my other skills too.
Popalashar heard that horn. Got a plan.
That was not what I wanted to do, but it's alright. Okay, here we go. Okay, alright. So I kind of stood my ground there. Oh, a little bit, sort of. I didn't mean to hit the heal skill. I wanted to hit that one. There we go. Okay. Okay. Alright. That worked out pretty good. Whoops. Oh no. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I'm remembering. Slowly remembering. Again, that wasn't really like the. I don't know that that was the best rotation, or even. I don't really think that qualifies as rotation, but also kind of recognized, okay, I'm getting beaten up a little bit. I should probably switch to water for some healing a little bit, and then to earth. And I kind of I started to have a little more rationale as to what I was doing. There was it felt like madness still, but there was a little bit of method to it. So I mean, all right, okay, I'm working on it. We're slowly working it out. See, that's like that's what I feel like is like the right rotation, so to speak. I'm trying sword and pistol. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, hello.
Pain.
You knocked me over. How dare you? What the hell? What? What was that? Was that just... Is that just some, like, some latent... Ah, okay, no, hang on a second. Something's hitting me. What? Where? Is it you? Are you the one who's doing this? Yes, you are. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That was nice. That was pretty... Okay. All right. Huh. I don't hate how that felt. I sort of reacted a little bit. There are still some enemies that absolutely rock my face, though. There's this, like, one type of enemy that, like...
Might makes me right.
Does like this whole... They look like they're like ice skating or something like that. But like they absolutely rock my world, dude. There we go. Okay. Alright. Kind of needed to, like, double up on the water there because I needed a lot more healing, it felt like. Oh, goodness. Alright. Oh, hello. Alright, well... Oh no, there's like 3... Oh, Alright, here we go. Alright, let me just remember that this says. Yeah, I should probably be using that way more frequently than I am right now, honestly. Ow. Oh, an abomination, that's brave. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, brave or stupid. Yeah, right? They're fine if you isolate and don't hit him when he has the sword animation up. Right. Okay, well. Maybe I should avoid this boy then. Unkillable at range, counters attacks. Cool. Literally sounds like a Howard counter to almost everything that I can do. Neat! Thanks, video game. Appreciate you. You're the best. As if life isn't hard enough already in this bloody game. Oh, I was standing in the bad there. Nope, that was not what I wanted to do. Neither was that. Whew, okay. Alright, worked it out. That was not the abomination that I was warned against, but I survived that fight, which, I mean, that's something. Sword animation is damage reflection with a dual pistol thief. During sword phase, I'll literally kill myself in about 10 seconds. Now to think about it, it's closer to 3. Okay. Dang, that sucks. That really that hurts to hear, man. I tell you. Okay, alright, okay. I find Weaver insanely hard to play. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. There are a lot of moving parts, and I'm still forgetting a lot of buttons. I kind of feel like... Oh. Give me a second here. I'll finish that thought in a minute. Yeah, it's not simple, but just like eventually doing things with the class and like understanding what buttons do what and how, and so the first thing I had to wrap my head around is recognizing that the first attunement slides over to the right whenever you switch out. So like right now my first 3 water skills are up. I initially started off at Earth, but now Water is at the 4, so when I go to Fire, my 2 Water skills will move over to the right. 2 Fire skills will be at the 4. Oh boy. So now I got my Fire at the 4, or Fire at the back. And you can like also like kind of like double up on an attunement. Some cases you kind of need to. Like for example, I needed to double up on Water because I needed the healing a lot. That's where you are. That's where you are. But yes, it is not simple, and I'm still messing up a lot. Genuinely, I'm messing up a lot. But, I mean, I also kind of remember, I'm starting to remember what does what. So I've been away from this class and this game for a pretty good long while. But I think I'm slowly working out and remembering what buttons do what here, so... That was not what I was expecting it to. Ow! Woo, baby. Okay, hang on a second. We're gonna make this happen. Ah, you jerk! You jerk! You jerk! You jerk! You jerk! Ah, damn it! Oh, I'm going down now. Damn. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. That's... Yeah. That was a long, long walk, and I have gotten very far away. That hurt. That one hurt. That one really, really hurt. That one really, really hurt. That really hurt a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That absolutely crushed. Okay. Alright. Pick it up. Try again. Okay. Usually if I'm on my Ellie, I'm running Catalyst. I'm strongly considering I probably should try that, honestly. I might be out of my league here. Oops, I almost threw myself off the edge of the cliff. Whoops. There we go. Okay, we're good. Yeah, having played around with the hammer a little bit, I kind of feel like maybe Catalyst is the right way. I don't know. Catapultation is pretty easy as well compared to Weaver. Yeah, well, that's not a high bar to clear. Still Elementalist, so you're going to be basically playing a piano, hitting your skills. Oh, that's good. Like I said earlier, I kind of like the stance dancing mechanic. I don't hate that. I genuinely don't. I don't know. I don't know. I have Stance Dancing and Kata. Okay, that's good. I'm standing in the bed. I am an idiot. I am an absolute buffoon. It's different than Weaver. Well, yeah, I should suspect so. I would certainly hope so, anyway.
That's my boiling point.
Why did I do that? What the hell is wrong with me? Alright, let's see if I can make it to where I was headed, because I was trying to get to, that was not the button I wanted to hit, that was a dummy. That's fine. Okay. Okay, alright. I'm not really using this glyph of elementals very often, right? I just kind of feel like maybe I should change that to something else. I don't know. Let's cut us build around your 3 skill and stacking that. So fire skills, hit 3, water damage 3, air 2 damage. Yeah, okay. I'll give me a minute. Yeah, give me a minute. Give me a minute. If you do it fast enough, you 3 stack, and on your last element, you hit 3 to finish the stack, unleashing the power you built up for the damage. Ah, okay, so that's... Alright, so you kind of like stay in one attunement for a little bit, and then swap out in order to keep on building up those little spinny things. Okay, I got you. Understood. Oh no, underwater. Oh no, I do not want to deal with underwater. Veteran freshwater crab. I don't know. The rest of my day has been embarrassing. Why not just die to crab?
That's how I do it.
And then there's Machinist. Start auto attacking and walk away from your keyboard. I admit, I don't want to. I'm not necessarily starting over because I know like my masteries. I think my masteries carry over, or do they not? I don't remember. I don't know. I'm kind of in a. I'm sort of locked in a little bit of a sunk cost fallacy with this elementalist now that I think on it. Masteries do carry over. Okay, all right. Oh, they are account wide. Okay, okay. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, man. I genuinely like how involved and engaging the elementalist is, but I think I'm over my head, dude. Genuinely, I really think I'm just way over my head. See, one-on-one, I'm doing okay. Like, I feel like I'm doing okay for the most part. There's always the fresh air tempest. Yeah, Alright, so here's the thing, and this is gonna be weird. This is probably gonna sound like I'm, like, wanting to dump on the assistants, which I'm not, alright? I truly appreciate the advice and the assistance. But I am also such an absolute stubborn buffoon that I want to figure this out myself instead of reading a meta guide. Because that feels like giving up to me, right? And I know it's not necessarily the intention. Like, I get that meta guides and meta builds are intended to, like, at least a little bit, they're intended to help. A tiny, tiny bit, right? Just a little bit. But then, when they become the meta, it becomes expected or demanded of you, and it feels like somebody is playing the game for you a little more than you want it to, or like I'm kind of conceding to the idea that I am both bad at the class and bad at the game, and I just don't know how to read the numbers. It just cascades into this whole bitter assumption, right? I sort of spiral into this idea that I've given up or failed or I'm doing lesser, or I should just give up. Like, sometimes those things do more harm than good. I don't read meta builds. It just come from playing and testing things out in an open world. You learn a lot more flexibility. You have a lot more flexibility. Most meta builds are designed around raids. Now that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Here's another thing that's actually kind of funny that you bring up the idea of meta being mostly for raid, and I don't disagree with that. I'm sure. I'm almost positive that's like primarily the point. But I also have run into more than my fair share of open world things where like I'm doing things that like my time to kill feels extremely long, and then somebody rolls up and like smirks the hell out of what I'm fighting. Like 2-3 hits done and they're walking on like I am made of flippin' cellophane, dude. It's frustrating. Especially since I feel like I kind of thought I was sorting things out, but now I'm being told, nah, you're incorrect. You're wrong. Everything you knew is wrong. You're incorrect. You're wrong. It's just stop. It's kind of depressing. Not gonna lie. So I don't know. Like I said, this is the stuff that this is the stuff I spiral into. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. I'm just being honest, you know? I don't like being the kind of streamer who wants to act like a freaking cartoon character and like hyper reacts and overreacts to things. I thought that was how it needed to be done before. I learned much better, and just this is honesty. Time to kill is way too variable. My thief time to kill is incredible, but it's just thief. Add to that, you just can't judge time to kill even on the same class. Yeah.
Would you mind giving us a hand, Outlander?
Yeah, that's fair. That's not bad advice, actually. I appreciate that. That's probably the wrong mindset that I was having. So, all right, fair. Well, it's hard not to sort of like kind of think in these general directions, especially when I'm getting my face rocked so hard. You know? Oh boy. That was not where I wanted to go, but alright. Fine, so be it. That seemed okay, I guess. I don't know. Alright, let's see if I can make it through this area again. Alright. I kind of just walked through the door, right? Ow! Okay. Ow! I was not ready for that. Ouch. Fine. I could have just walked through the door, but I turned around and tried to pick a fight, and that probably wasn't smart, but... I know I need to avoid these things. The hive cannon sounds like it hurts a lot. Let's see, was that thing? Too many things that affected. Are you running fully ascended gear? How's your sustain? Etc., etc. Some classes just easier to set up than others. Everyone that plays Guild Wars 2 knows that Ellie is basically playing hard mode. Yeah, well... probably my problem. But then again, like when I first played this game when it launched, I rolled a warrior, and like that was too easy, you know. It up until I got to ore, and then like it just sort of I hated ore, dude. I hated the heck out of ore. Oh boy. That was wrong and dumb. Oh boy, okay. I got too deep. I got thrown into the, I'm surrounded by cannons and stuff, and yeah, that was dumb. Bad spatial awareness. I aimed myself in the wrong direction. Well, this has given me something to think about. And that was kind of the point of doing this whole exercise, right? Kind of like come back and wonder and think about whether I can do this or not. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I can.
We've got a pest problem.
Yeah, tell me about it. Okay. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Apologize if this was a little depressing, y'all, but like I said, I wanted to be honest with myself and everybody else, for that matter. Thanks for coming back to the game. You're doing fine. I appreciate that, genuinely. But I need to reassess. But anyway, that is gonna be it for today. We hope you tune in for some more streams through the rest of this week. Later on tonight at 8 o'clock, MJ is gonna be live with some more of her Adventure Quest 3D. On a Saturday, July 1st at 2 p.m. Eastern, MJ is back with a Sandbox Saturday stream. Don't know what Sandbox she's going to be enjoying, but definitely tune in for that. And then on Sunday, July 2nd at 2 o'clock Eastern, I will be back once again for Eorzea Sunday as I come back to Final Fantasy XIV once again. I hope you tune in for all of those. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. Genuinely, thank you for putting up with the brain rot and providing the advice. It is hugely appreciated. And like usual, thank you to everybody for all of the support you provide to Massively Overpowered. Whether you're watching our streams live or on demand, reading what we have to write on the website, or if you're doing generous things like donating bits to the channel, subscribing to the channel, whitelisting the ads of the site, or if you're one of our amazing Patreon supporters. No matter what you do, top to bottom, you're the fuel that keeps Massively OP going. We hope you tune in later for some AQ3D. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye!